Let's see. Okay, we have an A and B and C over here. I'm gonna stay organized with you guys. All right. The first thing I wanted to talk about, a lot of questions that have been going around, is how's my recovery. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Everything's going well. Um, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. If I'm still live on Twitter, that's great. If I'm not live on Twitch anymore, I get it. That's fine. But my goal, right, is to stay organized here. Let me give you guys an update. My recovery is going well. To be honest with you, the last few months have been a roller coaster ride. Just, this is my fourth knee surgery that I'm dealing with. So it sucks for sure. Not being able to have, a lot of, let me see. Let me just do it here. Hold on. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks not being able to have a lot of, you know, it sucks not having a lot of the support that you normally would get around you when, you know what I'm saying? Like let's see. Okay, hold on, guys. Seems as though we're having a problem on Twitch. We're having a problem on Twitch. Okay. Twitch froze. Okay. All right, let me see. All right. No, well, back to it, guys. I'm over here getting distracted. I want to stay organized here. All right. Now my recovery's going well, and I was saying that it sucks not being able to have everybody, from your support system around you, because everybody's worried, and you, like me personally, I'm more of a I'm more comfortable when I'm just going at my rehab alone. But at the same time, being a 33-year-old now, like, all I want to do is just make sure I'm supporting myself the best way I can. So recovery is taking its own, it's taking its own time, but I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fun to be able to, like, have everything that you can. It's good to have everything you need next to you, especially when you're dealing with such a traumatic injury, because trying to explain yourself and the pain that you're feeling internally is one of the toughest things to do. Recovery, going through all of that, it has its own runway, and every person is different. I'm grateful that I've worked my tail off. I worked my butt off to be where I am today. I didn't skip any steps. I barely have had any time off over the last few years. So it was, how others say it's a blessing in disguise. This is an opportunity to rise. I do like the story of a phoenix, where you go through the fire and you have these rebirths, and you have these moments where you're able to show what you're made of, show what you're capable of, and you're able to do things that the mind only can do. You know what I mean? Your body is capable of doing a lot of things, but your mind is capable of doing so much more. So when I'm pushing past injuries, it does suck, like, being on the sideline, but it also does improve your mental health. I know that sounds crazy to some people, but, like, being away from something that you love and you were taken away from it by chance or, coincidence, right? Even though there are no coincidences here in the universe. But, when I had that injury, man, it shocked me, but it made my faith stronger. Like, it made me stronger after that moment. I knew I couldn't shrink in the moment after this. I know I have a lot of kids in the next generation that are looking up to me, a lot of children that look up to me, that I really want to stand strong for. I'm making sure that I'm taking my rest and I'm taking my time, but I want to make sure that I'm standing strong for the next generation. Obviously this was just an injury in basketball, right? I'm in a combat sport. Certain things happen, but the way it happened and the way I connected to myself a lot more in my community was something that I can't take for granted ever. Like, it just was, it was crazy. Seriously, like, guys, if you've ever been through an injury, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You just battle with yourself, battle with your thoughts, because part of me as a hard worker wants to just go back out there and rush, but I don't want to rush back and get injured again. So there's always those thought processes, and I call them thought processes, but thought processes. And sometimes you could be as an athlete, as an artist, you can be indifferent with your approach and your mentality. I'm very hard on myself. I'm a very hard critic on myself. I'm a self celebratory person now and at this point in my life, but I look at the difference between how I'm handling it now and versus how I would have handled it in my 20s. And that's probably what I'm getting at to you guys. Don't let me overspeak here to you, but it's just like I feel so much better that I got injured now I'm in my 30s than I did in my 20s because, in my 20s I had that ignorance is bliss type of metaphor or mentality going on, like where my ignorance was gonna get me through. Like I'm young, I'm able to do whatever I need to do. I'm able to, really step up and be better, right? But I don't know how I'm gonna do it, and I need help doing that. Now that I'm a little bit older, as some of you guys in the chat would say, that I'm at unk status. Uh, even though I know I'm not, I'm still a baby in this world, you guys. You have no idea once you get to your 30s, but the way I'm handling it now is just so much more beautiful. It's come with a lot of understanding what goes on with my emotions and what goes on in my everyday life that will help me stay inspired and help me stay focused. Because it's tough, man. It's tough to stay focused even when you have all the tools around you. A lot of people don't talk about that where, um, you know, they won't be honest with you guys and tell you like, hey, I messed up. I, I've messed up a few times, and sometimes I don't know what's going on. So let me get back to this. Sorry, guys. Let me get that. Make sure I can see the chat, because yeah. But yeah, recovery is everything and more for me right now. It's everything and more, and it's taking its toll on me. But I've also learned a lot about uh, what I want to accomplish when I'm done playing basketball. This is it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy because I have the time, but also I can feel guilty about the time, if that makes sense. Like I'll be feeling guilty and shit. I'll be like, man, I don't even know. Like, do I deserve this time to just rest? Like, part of my body is telling me like, yo, take it easy, and then another part of me is like, yo, just slow down. You know what I mean? Just slow down. So